Welcome back to Great Day Washington. It's time for the DMV sound check.
And I'm so excited because our next guest has brought go-go beats to national listeners, all while preserving the quintessential sound of native Washingtonians.
Welcome, Tone P, to Great Day.
Thank you, thank you,
Welcome.
thank you for having me.
So excited to be here. So you guys did a song called Don't Mute DC. Let's start with that. How did that come to be?
That came about, Dre, the leader, the founder for Rare Essence, he had called me in the middle of the incidents at 7th and Florida at the Metro PCS store. And he was like, man, you know, I think this is the time that we can work together and let's work on a record. And so he sent me some drums that they recorded in studio, and then I sent him back an entire song.
Wow,
Went from drums to song in a week.
Inspired.
We were, yeah, for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, there's so much gentrification happening in DC, and you guys really made social activism a part of your art. How do you bring in the newcomers to DC who may say, you know what, we do want to be a part of this city. We don't want these bumping of heads to happen. How do we get along? What are your lyrics for that side of the argument?
Well, to be honest, you know, I kind of stay in my lane when it comes to the music and energizing the music, and that's where with Don't Mute DC, with my involvement specifically, a group of leaders came together that was all in different sectors doing Don't Mute DC things before it was the title. So Tony Lewis Jr., Ronald Moulton, Natalie Hopkins, and myself all ended up in Donald Campbell's store when the news, about 2 weeks before.
The owner of the Metro PCS store.
Indeed, and 2 weeks before anything happened, before the news got out, we had, you know, got wind of the situation, you know, and we came down there to have a strategy meeting on how to combat the situation. So,
So
you
for
know,
anyone living under a rock, what happened was newcomers to the DC area in luxury condos complained about music playing on the corner of 7th and Florida that had been playing for decades, saying it was too loud. But these were people who weren't embedded in the community. They weren't making relationships in the community. And while Ronald Moulton was on the show, and people who are embedded in the community were on the show, and they've had their voices heard, since the community came out and said, you can't keep us quiet, you know, I don't know if there's any, have there been any bridges made toward that side of the community,
and honestly,
the newcomers?
That's exactly what, because to have any change, you have to have an understanding. And to have an understanding, you have to have people coming together for that. And your heart has to be in the right place. You know, so that's what we're working on as a unit with Don't Mute DC right now.
I want to ask you real quick, go-go, of course, is DC. What do you think about other DC artists combining with go-go bands?
I think it's paramount, period. That's been my entire mission since I started way back in 06, 07. And, you know, combining hip-hop with go-go, and then, you know, we birthed artists like Wale, and I started to work with, through that, J. Cole and 2 Chainz and Trey Songz and all these other people. And I think, you know, we need something new in go-go, you know, to rebrand it and to move it forward for the next 15 years, you know, to give the kids something new with go-go to look forward. And, you know, rap is such a force in our communities now, because DC was always a go-go driven city, but rap is here and you can't ignore it. You know, so we have to bridge the gap
and
bring it together.
And
we have to bring it. There you go.
So what are you singing for us today?
We got a song called Don't Mute DC that's buzzing, you know, in respect to the movement. So we're gonna get right to it.
Well, hit it. And you obviously love DC. It's on your T-shirt. It's tattooed on your neck.
Bam.
So take it away. Let's show the love.
Yeah. WSA 9, thanks for having us. They will never mute us. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1. Try to tell us, turn the noise down. They try to tell us, turn the noise down. Try to tell us, turn the noise down. Yeah. Don't mute DC. 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 See this, that true DC. See this, that true DC. See this, that go-go, that chocolate me and you DC. But now right through DC. I'm cool with new DC. Man, just don't come here and complain about what we do in DC. Gentrified and lies here in the District of Columbia. Cause nowadays it's do or die in the District of Columbia. I got a right to know, I got a right to do, I got a right to be here. The real DC, so stand up. If you a native dog, get your hands up. Tell us, turn the noise down. They try to tell us, turn the noise down. They try to tell us, turn the noise down. They try to tell us, turn the noise down. Don't mute DC. Don't mute DC. DC. Don't mute 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 DC.
What is this, Broccoli City? No, this is Chocolate City. This here is bothering me, but I was better when the odds were against me. They already took the hood. Now they trying to take the soul. They try to shut us down. They forgot that we love go-go. Let them know that we ain't going nowhere. If we ever go, we're going to be a warhead. So we can up right here like Chuck Brown and Luke out right here. I feel like Busta Luke. Gotta recognize the real when it's coming through. Gotta stand up, gotta make it right. But a whole lot of y'all be faking lies. We ain't the same, gotta unify. If we want to change, let's do something. Don't just complain if we let it go. It ain't no one to blame but us.
Yeah.
Don't nobody care but us, but us. We ain't never turn it down, we won't shut up. Matter of fact, get loud, turn up, turn up.
Turn up, turn up. They try to tell us, turn the noise down.
This segment was sponsored by the DC Office of Cable Television, Film, Music, and Entertainment. For more information, visit entertainment.dc.gov.